Didda. Hello everyone, thank you for coming to another assembly. Now I'm trying something a bit new this week. I hope it works. I need your help and I need a grown-up's help in your class too. So let's see how we get on with this story. You might know it. It's called The Bugaboo. Now this is a story I think is brilliant. It's a bit funny. It's a little bit scary, but I know you can take it, can't you? Good. It's not too scary. Don't worry. And I'm wearing my Santa hat anyway, so what could possibly be scary about that? Now, we're going to start the story, and I'm going to need your help to decide which way the story goes. Let's see what on earth I'm talking about. Right. Where the Bugaboo lives. Why can't we go down in the valley behind the houses? Floyd asked. His mum looked at him for a moment, then she said, "It's all dark and shadowy down there, and it wouldn't be any fun for playing." But Floyd asked his sister Ruby the same question, and she said something different. "If I tell you," she said, "you might never be able to go to sleep ever again." "I will be able to," nodded Floyd. So Ruby did tell him. She said, "We can't go into the valley because scary things live there. And the scariest of all is the Bugaboo." Floyd did go to sleep that night, but he dreamt about the Bugaboo. Poor Floyd. And he didn't want to go into the valley the next day. It was only because of the ball. It was the best ball he'd ever had. He felt sadder and sadder as it rolled away. "Can't we ever go and get it from the valley?" he asked. "You're too young to go down there where the scary things live," said Ruby. "But I'm the oldest I've ever been," said Floyd. "And if we creep quietly as mice, the Bugaboo will never know." "All right," whispered Ruby, "but only if you're feeling really brave. And you can choose. If you really don't want to go down into the valley, you can ask your grown-up to turn off this assembly now. If you are feeling brave and you want to find out what happens, let's carry on." With each step, the houses got further away and the trees got nearer. Floyd picked up his ball, put it in his pocket, and smiled. But Ruby wasn't smiling. She could see 6, 8, 10 little crocodile ogres with teeth as sharp as scissors. A big little crocodile ogre snuffled. "Bite them! Get them!" Floyd asked Ruby, "Is there a cupboard we could hide in?" But Ruby shook her head. She had another idea. "You lot couldn't get us. You couldn't even say, 'The bad blue bug bit the big black bear.' Can you say that?" Not bad. The crocodile ogres tried to say Ruby's tongue twister. "The bag, bold, big, blah. The bad, the blue, the blood, the big blob, blibber blabber, blah." Oh dear. And the children took their chance. They ran until they reached a sign. It said the start of the path. They took the path, and a little way along, it led 2 different ways. The first way went uphill. The second way went downhill. And you can choose. If you want Floyd and Ruby to go uphill, then turn to page 12. If you want them to go downhill, turn to page 14.